trying, and the trying is the stress. You're fighting against another belief that says there's a me here and I'm trying to know the world. I'm trying to know nature. But it's like, but you are nature.
Things don't make people. People are people, and things are just that they're capable of. I think in terms of what I believe England can stack together, when they come together to create something, I believe that's where England has always had its strength. For me, that was what was with us when we played in our era, 2003. There were all names around the sheet, good players, but individually, maybe not. We weren't as good as other
Who are you talking about now?
Just individually, some weren't any, but no, individually, maybe if you went one-on-one, you matched up, you probably, you might get your kind of stats, you'd be like, Greenwood against your trump cards, you might know.
But it used to be when you went off into London, there's about an hour journey to get in, and they get all the new caps to stand up at the front and sing a song. What was yours, Jonny?
I sang the hymn All Things Bright and Beautiful, which I think was the first. People didn't like it.
It's written in a foreign language, this one.
Coldplay.
The kneecap had become desiccated, so therefore the muscles had sheared off it, and then on its way back into place, a big bit of cartilage had come off and fallen down the other side of the knee. So it's kind of like a bit of a jigsaw piece for the surgeon, but he'd done a brilliant job, and I'm sort of getting happier each day.
And even being a pundit with him is really interesting but quite difficult, because he has these thoughts that it's really impossible to come in off the back of, because he thinks and sees the game so differently than everyone else. Very interesting on its own, but it's very hard to go, I know what you mean, and join him on the point, because he just he sees things very, very differently.
So the application drives it, and the application means this awareness around what you're already doing, and you apply that, and it produces this feedback experience, which then becomes the next input for the next application. So it unravels where the reinforcements happened. It unravels.
When you're out there on the field, it doesn't feel like any pressure. It's only before and afterwards you start talking about pressure. When you're actually in the moment, there's just an excitement about exploring what you're capable of on the field. You know that playing within yourself won't get you anywhere.
I agree. To be honest, I agree with the decision for Jonny completely, 100%, because it's exactly where I figured it would be now, having exactly the positive effect we all figured it would do, which was that a guy like that, with those kind of leadership abilities, with that kind of respect, with that kind of basic talent and presence, is going to create a situation with time, which was the big thing, whereby people will align themselves with his train of thought, mixed with their abilities, bringing to the table their abilities, and will create something special. And that undoubtedly is the process which is occurring. One of the ironic things was doing interviews after the game. I was so humble and modest about everything because I wanted to be the most humble person in the world. I mean, I'm not actually joking now. That was it. I went out there, and you could see how humble. I used to celebrate how humble I was being.
Rugby goes beyond rugby. It's not that it transcends cultures. I think rugby transcends sport and goes into life, which automatically gives you every culture, because the values of inclusivity are so familiar with life that, life accepts everyone as they are. It doesn't say you can have this, you can't. The wind blows on everyone. It doesn't choose to blow on some and not the other. That we all live and we all move on. Life is like that. And I think rugby treats everyone equally, in a way that you said, doesn't matter what shape you are, what you've done or what you want to do, there's a place for you, and within that place you can experience the same stuff as everyone else. You can have the same chance to progress as everyone else, and you can have the same chance to get equally as engaged. And I sort of look at that and say, but that's the beautiful message for life. So I think in a way that's why it's, I think, such a pleasurable experience for all different cultures, is that it automatically brings you home.